Hey guys, I just wanted to, I was going to sit down and do, create an insert, so I wanted to bring you along on how I do that. What I do is I open Affinity Publisher 2, and I've selected my size already, 2 pages. So, what I'm going to do is I'm thinking about doing a timed daily insert. Yeah, I know, I don't know how I feel about going back to dailies, but um, there's just something about the weekly to-do list that's just not working for me. So I want to try to figure that out. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to create like a daily. Um, it's a spin-off of like SM Plans' brushstroke daily. Only difference is I don't need like the big old pink box that she has on there. So I think what I might do is let's start with the table here. I'm gonna do this. I'm just inserting a table here. So, and click here to decrease the rows, and the same way here with the columns. So I just want one column. All right. And in the table, I'm going to center this, and I'm also going to center vertically. All right. So I'm going to choose my font. Here lately, I've been really loving the Aubrey font, so I'm just going to do that. If you don't have it installed, you know, you're not going to be able to use it. So just make sure that you go to make sure that you use a font that you have installed. And if you want the Aubrey font, just like search for it, and you'll be able to download it for free, I believe. And then I'm going to choose my color. I don't have my color saved, so I don't know how to do that here to save it. So I'm just going to type in the hex code. If you hear the music in the background, enjoy. I've got some Pandora going. So, and then I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to do like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And you know what? I think I might make these black because I'll be highlighting those with my carnation. So just when you're on here and you go back to the regular color, you just click on swatches. And this one here with the line through it means it's transparent. Okay? So I've got that. But now I don't want the border. I don't want the border around the table. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the table, and then make sure you select table off to the right, or I'm sorry, the left. And then over here, where it says stroke and fill, you see where the fill has a line through it, it's not filled. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this transparent, but I think I want a bottom border. So I'll just click on the bottom, and let's see, I want to do it like a charcoal color. So I'll do that. And you see how that just changed it to where it's just got the bottom. Okay? I don't know if I'm going to put the date on here. Maybe. I might do that. But I might just write the date up at the top, you know, right next to here, because I have the room. And I'll just take my Tombow and just highlight whatever day of the week it is. But I do think I need to put some more space between them. There we go. That looks a little better. Okay, so now I'm going to get into like the schedule part, like the timed daily stuff. Now I want to split this into 2 sections. Okay, so I'm going to typically what I do when I'm done working on something, I go back and click the mouse pointer, just so I don't inadvertently mess up something that I've already done that's set, you know, the way I like it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the table, and I know I want 2 columns. Okay, so all right, drag that over, and then I need to move this over just a smidgen. Okay, and go back to the table. Now I know this column here needs to be small because that's where like the numbers are going to be. Okay, so I'm going to go here and I'm going to increase the number of rows. Now I have those there for right now. Okay, we're probably not gonna use that many. All right, so just look at my notes here because I like sketched this out in my inbox. So, okay, so I want mine to start at 5. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a 5 there. Okay, now unfortunately, I don't know how to. You see, I selected it all, and I want to change the color to my color. So I don't know how. I don't think it's going to stick for all of them. All right, but I am going to center and then center vertically. Okay. So, and then here I want like the half hour mark to be like a little heart, like a little heart icon. So for that, I need to go to my bookshelf symbol font and then type in W because that's what that is. So I'm just going to, I'm gonna go back and do that at the end. So then we got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, I started to go 13, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so this goes to 7. So what I need to do is I need to make this a little bit smaller. So I'm going to click the little mouse pointer. All right, I'm going to scrunch these up a little bit. And I think I need to push them over just a smidgen too. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the table. So I'm going to add a few more rows. Okay, so this would be 8. Oh, see, that didn't change the color. Just change that. And you know what? I'm going to... Okay. Okay, so that's what that looks like. And I think I'm going to make this heart like a little smaller. Maybe like a 9 point. Or... let's see. Okay, 9. There we go. And I need to center. Oh, it is centered vertically. It looks a little different. Let's see what other symbols I have. Okay, we use bookshelf symbol. I have some other symbols that might give me a better heart. I just don't know where they are. I don't like garlic salts. So I find that this is, oh, maybe it's this one. Okay, so A. Oh, there we go, A. Oh, no, look at that. Look at that. Okay. Whoo, y'all, that happens a lot in this. Just make sure you hit Control Z. Okay? Just Control Z because ain't no need to freak out. Okay, so let's go back to, what was it? Hello Pretty. Okay, and then A. Okay, there we go. So I think what I might do is I might change up the font here a little bit. One, to make it so not as congested. And then, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to Control C the rest of these. And then paste, Control V. Or Command V if you're on a Mac like me. but most of you guys are on PC, so, and just try to use keyboard shortcuts as often as possible. That's just, it's just easier, I find. And I'm gonna let mine go to 8:30, even though we do go to bed at like 8 o'clock at night. So, you know. Um, because I eventually, what's going to happen is all of these borders, like the outside border is going to go away. This border here down the center, separating the numbers and the lines, is going to go away. So I need to bring this back down a little bit. Okay. Okay. So, let me find a different. This, y'all, I'm telling you, this is what takes like the longest. So I'm just going to go to my gray font here. And let's see what this looks like. Oh, that looks pretty good. So we'll just do this. I like that. So we'll just get this done, and we'll move on to the next phase, which I don't know yet is what. I don't know. So, but anyway, I really like this for making inserts. It's, it's really, believe it or not, it is very user friendly, even though you do have some like janky shit that happens if you hit backspace. But for the most part, I like it. It's better than Canva, in my opinion, because I've used Canva to make inserts as well. And the Canva inserts, or the Canva platform, it's unless you pay for it, which I'm not gonna do, it's very clunky, in my opinion. So this here is just much better. And you get a free trial for like 6 months. 6 months, you guys. 6 whole months. That's like a lot. And shoot, if you wanted to, just go back with another email address and get another trial for 6 months. Just make sure that you save your pages, your files, Anyway, okay, so I've got that done. I kind of like that. I might make this heart a little bit bigger, though. I want to see what that looks like. Oh, it's at 12. I kind of like it. I kind of like it at 15. Right? Yeah, I like it at 15. So we'll just go through this. Like I was saying, I don't even know if I finished my thought. I get so distracted. Shit. But I think this is what takes the longest. Is just laying out everything, finding what you want to use and making sure it's lined up correctly. It's not, using the software itself. It's just, especially if you're like a type A personality, which I tend to be, where everything has to be just right. But I mean, if you're okay with unevenness and you just want to fly through it, then knock yourself out. But okay, so that looks good. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, that's done right now. So I'm gonna click my mouse pointer, okay, just so I don't mess up anything. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do another table over here. Now keep in mind your holes are gonna be punched, okay? So, and it will line it up for you, based on, whoops, I can't count, you guys, and I can't talk and do this at the same time. But it'll line it up for you so that, you know, everything on your page is even. Okay, so let me click. I move that over. This is going to be my top 3. Okay, so I think what I need to do is I need to move this down and over just so I have room for my holes. Okay, I'm going to move this down a little bit too because I want to put like text at the top. Okay, so I'll do like a text box, and then I'm going to put schedule, if I could spell. Now this one I want left justified, okay? Just because it's going to go with that. I'm going to make it italic maybe. Or you know what? God bless it. We're going to be here forever and a day picking a freaking font. Let's see what this looks like. Nope. Nope. Like I have, oh, I like this one. No. Maybe. Let me click my mouse pointer because I want to move this up just a smidgen. All right, because yeah, I'm using my arrows on my keyboard to move this up just so it's a little easier to control. Okay. I don't like that too much. Let's see. Nope, that's too big. Okay, I kind of like that. So when the font disappears out of this box, that just means that your font point was too big for the box, so it was hidden. So just make your font point smaller, and it'll come back. Okay, I kind of like that. So I'm just going to Control C, Control V, and then I'm going to move this over. Okay, and then over here, I'm going to do top 3. But I don't want this capitalized, so I'm just going to come back and remove that and do that. Okay, so there's that. And in here, I want, let's see, we got center and then center. Okay, so I want to go back to my color, and then I want to go back to this, and it's A. Well, damn. You see how that didn't work? All right, so we will fix that. All right. Let's see. This, okay, and then another A. All right. I don't know why it does that either. Okay, so those are my top 3. All right, go back and click the mouse pointer. All right, and I'm going to move this over to make it even. Okay, so now what I want to do here is I want to copy this. Okay, so Control C and then Control V, and I'm going to move it down. Okay, and then I'm going to Control C and Control V that. Use your little arrows to center it where you need it to be. It's a little easier to control. That way, I think I just said that. Excuse me. And this is going to be to do. Again, I do not want that capitalized, so I'm going to back out of that. Okay. Then I'm going to move this. See, I didn't want it all the way up there like that. I want that little bit of space. Okay. So now I just double clicked on it. The table came back up. And I'm just going to add. Just until, but I think what I want is I want this evened up there. Yeah, so I think I want it like that. Okay, and then I'm just going to, so this is obviously, this is going to be my to-do list, you know, so, whoops. All right, let's see. And I'm just going to copy and paste. And then, whoops. Okay, so that's my to-do list. Go back here and click your mouse pointer. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I want to take away the outside borders. Okay, so we got to make sure that we're in an active table. All right, we're going to highlight all of that. Okay, we're going to go back over here to where it says border. Okay, and we are going to do transparent. Okay, you see what that did? That just took that right off. Okay, so now we need to go back through here, highlight these, and then the left side, click the left border, and then transparent. So there we have just a list. Okay, this I gotta put back though. You see, that's what happens when um, you take away the whole border. So I'm gonna do bottom, and then I'm just gonna do black. There we go. So that's back. All right, so now we'll come up here and we're going to do the same thing with all of these. So the whole border is already selected. Just going to go transparent. And then we're going to do a left border. Maybe transparent. But see, that didn't work. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do this one first. Bottom border. And then black. Okay, so that's back. Okay, so now what we're going to do is just highlight this. Yeah. And then the left border would be transparent. Okay. So, and we'll do that with all of this. Okay, and then transparent. Come back to this. And then bottom. Okay, and then come in here. Left border. Transparent. Okay, so that's what this is going to look like, you know. And then what I hit my mouse cursor so I don't mess anything up. Excuse me. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here. I'm going to do Control A, Control C, and then Control V. You know, it's going to paste it right on top of what you just did. All right, so I'm just going to drag it over. And boom, you got page 2. Okay, so this looks like it can go over just a little bit more, but you see I've already unselected everything. Well, just pick a blank spot here and then drag it. You see how everything just highlighted? And then just take your arrow keys, use your arrow keys, and just move it over. Okay, because the center line, I'm sorry y'all hear my emails, I'm supposed to be working. Anyway, this center line down down the middle of the page is going to be like where you cut the insert in half. All right, so holes are going to be here, and then holes are going to be here. Okay, so now before I print, I always want to export, but what I want to do right now is I want to save as, and then I want to put hourly week on one page. Okay, that's just what I want to name it. You name it whatever you want. So now I'm going to go to export, and what I like to do is like to scroll down, and where it says include bleed, check that. Where it says include printer marks, check that. Leave include crop marks, but uncheck the 3 beneath it. Okay, and then export. Okay, it's going to save it on my desktop as the file name. So, excuse me, this is what it would look like in PDF form. Okay, I do not like the numbers. I really do not like the numbers. And I think I'm going to move them over to left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close out a preview. Okay, so let's see. Let's see if I can highlight this whole thing. No. Let's see if I can highlight all of this. And do left align. No, it just did the 5. Damn. I wish they would fix that. Let's go to, let's see what that looks like. All right. I kind of like that. So I wish they would fix that, you know, when you highlight the whole thing, it just changes everything, because ain't nobody got time to be doing all this stuff manually. You know what I mean? Especially when you've got other stuff going on. Like me, I'm supposed to be working, but shh, don't tell anybody. What did I just do? Alright, I gotta change this. Yeah, I think this looks better. And I might make the numbers just a tad bit smaller. They kind of looked big on the preview, but we'll see. Oh, see, I did it again. Damn it. Okay. Oh, I'm being called on Teams. So, and what I'm going to do instead of doing this again over here, I'm just going to do the whole copy and paste thing again. You know, just because ain't nobody got time for that mess. So, let's see. Alright. And then here, I'm just going to left a line. Okay, so click my mouse pointer. Now I'm going to come back over here. I'm going to highlight all this stuff, and I'm just going to delete. Okay, and then I'm going to come back here. All right, and then Control A, Control C, Control V, and then just move it over. All right, and just want to make sure. Let's see, this is even. So it's not even. And sometimes this happens. I need to move this over to center. Okay, that's right. All right. Okay. All right, so now let's just take a look at what that looks like. We're going to do file, export. Everything should be clicked where you need it to be, include bleed and include printer marks. Just export. Yep. And I'm going to overwrite. Yeah, I like that. I like that very much. This is not even up with this, though. See? That's the kind of stuff that I'm talking about. So, let me move this. No. Alright, let's see. Looks pretty even. Okay, file, export again. Yeah, put an overwrite. Oh, that looks good. Yeah, and I could just write the date like over here or over here. Okay, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to do that. And if you wanted to add, you know, you can always add more pages. So you can go to document, add page, and then it'll bring down another page. And then document, add page, and there you go. You got it again. So, you know, you could always do, you know, copy and paste these down to here if you wanted to do that. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this PDF, and then when I go to view, I can do thumbnails, and I'll just drag it in here. You know what I mean? Combine the PDF pages. So that's just what I'm going to do. So anyway, I hope you found this helpful. And, whoops, let's see, delete pages from page 2. Oh my God. Okay, document. Okay, there we go. Okay, so, and now I'm just going to file and then save. So save that. Okay, so I think, actually, you know what? Let's see what this looks like. Ah, no. Okay, anyway. So, all right, that's going to be it for me right now, because I'm getting pinged like nobody's business. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you want to see any more, if you have any questions, you know, just let me know, and we'll go from there.